Today I'm going to show you how to build these cedar shutters in less than 30 minutes and how to attach them to your brick home. To build these cedar shutters, you're going to need 1x4 cedar boards, a miter saw, a brad nailer, and some kind of clear coat to protect the outside of the board. The first thing we've got to do to make our shutters is measure the height of our window. This window is 35 inches tall, so we're going to need to cut our boards at 35 inches. Then we're going to need to take our boards, mark them at 35 inches. Once we have that mark at 35 inches, I like to stack my boards up 3 high because that's how many boards I'm going to run on each shutter. Make sure the boards are lined up at the ends and all the way down the board. Get our saw lined up. Hold the boards down. And make our cut. Once we have our 3 boards cut for the length of our shutters, which is 35 inches, we're going to need to line those 3 boards up at the top and the bottom, just like this. Make sure they're lined up. Now, some people will put spacers in between their boards here, but I kind of like the look of them when they're together. So I'm going to leave mine together. Then we're going to need to measure across those boards to get our measurement for our batten. Okay, our batten here will be 12¼ inches. So I'm going to take some scrap boards from leftover shutters that we created earlier, and we're going to cut those battens down to 12¼ . Now that we have our 2 battens cut at 12¼ which is the length of our boards here, we're going to need to place those on our shutters here. And what I like to do is I like to use 1 board spacing for the height off the bottom that I'll put my batten here. So let's see. So 1 board is going to look about like that. Now that spacing really doesn't matter as long as that spacing is the same at the bottom and at the top. Now, once you have that batten on there, hold it down. And I like to drive 2 brad nails into each board. This will secure that board onto the shutters so it's not going anywhere. Once we have that bottom one done, we're going to need to line up the top again. Place this board on there just for spacing. Line that second batten up. And put 2 brad nails in each board. And that's what your shutter will look like finished. So now all we got to do is dust this off and put our clear coat on it. And before we put the clear coat on, we're going to want to brush these off just to get as much sawdust off as possible. Once I get them brushed off, get all that dirt loose, I like to take my air compressor and then with the air compressor you're able to get just like any extra dirt that might be on there. That'll allow the clear coat to sit nice and not have any obstructions. Last thing we got to do is pop our clear coat on. I like to use this spar urethane. It's a really nice coat. This will just up. So to hang these shutters, first you need to line the shutter up where you'd like it to go. Once you have it lined up, you're going to need to take a drill bit for wood and drill through your shutter where you'd like your hole to go. So then once you have that, you're going to need to take a concrete bit or a brick bit and drill through that hole. Now, once you have that hole drilled, you're going to need to take a concrete anchor screw. These are 1/4 of an inch. And you're going to need to drill that in. A drill bit for an impact drill will be a lot easier, but I don't have that, so and do it the whole. Now, once we have that bottom screw in there, putting in the top screw is very easy. So as you can see here, we use blue Tapcon anchor screws. When you're up close to the windows, you can see the blue anchor screw. But once you back away from the window, the blue anchor screws are pretty hidden. They're pretty difficult to see. I don't know what it is about the blue, but they kind of blend in. I guess you could countersink these screws and then put wood filler over them and stain over that. But we chose just to keep them on the outside in case we needed to take them down. That is how you build and hang cedar shutters on a brick home. Thanks for watching our video. I hope you'll give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, please leave those down in the comments and we'll be sure to get back with you.